Failure is scary. Everybody knows how terrifying the prospect of failing is. Through the system of reward and punishment prevalent throughout our lives, we've been taught that failing associated with punishment is bad, and that success associated with reward is all that matters. Because of this fear of failure and punishment, some people never get to try things that they may have liked. Some people never get to explore paths in life that they may have wanted to go further down. And some people never get to make friends with those who interest them. All because they are afraid of messing up and looking bad. But it's okay to mess up. It's okay to look bad. And it's totally okay to suck. They say that 90% of life is showing up. That if you just show up to the opportunities that interest you, things will, one way or another, go well. And I think this is the truth. I've got an anecdote to show it. In 2022, I had just moved schools. At the time, I was in year 9 and knew nobody from my new class. And I wasn't extroverted either. I remember being alone in class, doing my own thing, and just being closed off from the environment around me. This didn't feel fulfilling to me, and I knew something had to change. But I was too afraid to approach new people because, well, what if they hated me? Again, the fear of failure kept me from doing what I wanted to do. It was around this point that my class began to hold elections for class captain. At first, I was thinking about passing it up. I was already too afraid to approach individual classmates, let alone the class as a whole. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I had nothing to lose. Best case scenario, I win the election and become class captain, which would surely allow me to make more friends. Worst case scenario, I mess up my speech and continue the way I was. I decided to go for it. Despite how nervous I was, I got up there and made the speech. And a few days later, it was announced that I had actually won. Becoming class captain wasn't the best thing about this result, however. Because I had appeared comfortable and fun during my speech, the class began to warm up to me, and I was able to fit in with my classmates after all. Through this event, I learned that you either risk looking stupid and learn, or keep your head down and never develop. And from that day, I became more open to failure. I tried out for different sports teams at school, and got into none, and talked to a lot more people who interested me. And even though I was still pushing against my comfort zone every step of the way, I found that I was living a much more fulfilling life. So, say yes more. Say yes to challenges, and smile even if you fail. Because either you win and feel triumphant, or you lose and learn something new. And either option sounds pretty good to me.